China made a big move on April 8 by sending its military forces, like aircraft carriers and combat planes, to surround Taiwan. This was in protest of a meeting that happened between Taiwan's president, Tsai Ing-wen, and the U.S. House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. The protest lasted for 3 days and was one of the largest protests, but also the shortest armed protest. China did this to test the idea of unifying Taiwan by using force. Let's take a closer look at the relationship between China and Taiwan. China's perspective on the One China policy. China holds a firm stance on the One China policy, which dictates that Taiwan is not recognized as an independent country. China bases its belief on historical and political factors, as the People's Party, which governs mainland China, retreated to Taiwan after losing the Chinese Civil War in 1949. China asserts that Taiwan is still part of China since it is governed by the People's Party. As a result, China deems visits by foreign officials, such as the U.S. House Speaker, to Taiwan inappropriate, as it goes against its One China policy. However, Taiwan regards itself as an independent country with its own government, military, and economy, leading to complex dynamics in the relationship between China and Taiwan, as well as in international relations. One China policy, Taiwan's opinion. On the other hand, Taiwan has a different opinion. After defeating the Chinese Civil War, Jian Jieshi from the People's Party and their descendants believe that they are the government that represents China, and they thought that they will win back mainland China one day. Taiwan believes that since they have moved out of mainland China and have set up a People's Party government in Taiwan, the government that they have built is the Republic of China and is the real China. Taiwan established its constitution, elected its president by vote, trained its troops, and have everything that takes for them to be its own independent country. However, politically, Taiwan is still dependent on China. The reason is that in 1922, China and Taiwan came together and made a 92 community sentiment and agreed that China is one, and they will leave who represents China to their judgment. China's stance on Taiwan's independence. China's refusal to allow Taiwan to be recognized as an independent nation is driven by its fear of setting a precedent for other minority races within China to seek independence. With 56 ethnic races in China, allowing Taiwan to be independent may encourage others to follow suit, which China wants to avoid. China has been known to suppress movements for independence in regions like Hong Kong, Tibet, and Xinjiang, as they see Taiwan's issue as directly and indirectly related to China's unification goals. The relationship between China and Taiwan remains uncertain, and it is essential to keep an eye on how it develops in the future.